Hi everyone, it is time to learn some science. Are you ready? Perfect. Now we're going to learn some science that have to do with Earth Day and even spring. I'm super excited to get started. Now, one of our science has to do with protecting our Earth, and it's called recycling. Maybe you've heard of it. Now maybe we recycle our papers or plastic. So, our first sign, like I said, is recycling. So we need both of our hands for this sign. We're going to cross our two fingers, so our pointer finger and our middle finger like this, like we're making a wish. So we're going to have our two fingers crossed on both of our hands. Now we're going to stick them like this, and one in front of the other, and move it around. And this is recycle. Do you want to try it with me? Perfect. Now remember, we're crossing both fingers on both of our hands. We're making a sign language R, and we're moving it. Now we have recycle. Now we just talked about how recycling is great for the earth. So our second sign is, you guessed it, Earth. Now, what we're going to do, because Earth is also called the world, we get to make the W in sign language, which if I connect my pinky and thumb together, it makes the shape of a W, doesn't it? Now we're going to do that on both of our hands. Remember how we did recycling and we went around? That's the same thing for the world. So we're going to go around in a circle and touch down on our hand. So recycling, we just spun around. This time we're going to spin around and touch our hand. Do you want to try it with me? All right, here we go. We're going to make our W and spin our hand around and touch down. Now we have Earth. That was really exciting. Now it's time for our third sign. Okay, we get to make a sign language R one more time. We're learning a lot of letters today. So remember, we cross our fingers for this sign, and we're going to have this hand stay straight because we are going to learn rocket for our third sign. Now, we are going to celebrate all of space in this month. It's super exciting, and I love learning about space too. And one of the ways that we get to space is through a rocket. So our R is going to be our rocket that goes into space, and our hand is going to be our launch pad. So whatever hand you use to write or color with, this will be your rocket. Now the other one stays straight up. So we move our rocket up and blast off. Do you want to try it with me? I knew you would because this is a really fun one, isn't it? All right, so we're going to make our R, have our launch pad here, and up, 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 and here we go. Blast off. Now, are you excited for our fourth sign? We're really going through a bunch of signs today. I'm happy you're here. Now, we talked about how we are learning about springtime, right? Now, the last time we learned about spring, you learned the sign for spring. Remember? Now today, for our fourth sign, we're going to learn about gardens. We grow gardens when it's springtime, right? So for garden, it starts off with that sign for spring, the same one we learned last month. But this time, we started off with the flower blooming, and then we go like this with our hand because we're letting everyone know with this sign that we're growing a big garden or maybe a small garden. So if I have a small garden, it's a little circle. But if it's a big garden, I can go out to show somebody how big it is. So, are you ready to do it with me? Perfect. So remember, it's the sign for spring. Our flower springs out, and then our hand goes flat in a circle for garden. You want to try it one more time with me? Perfect, here we go. It goes up, it blooms, and goes around. Now we have garden. All right, so when it's springtime, we get to go outside and play. And I know when I go outside and play, I go on a lot of adventures. So our fifth sign we're learning today is adventure. Now, you guys have been learning a lot of our letters today, and we get to learn one more. We're going to make the letter V. Can you see how my pointer finger and my middle finger make the letter V? Now we are going to bend these fingers down so they kind of crunch down like this. And we're going to spin it in a circle. And this is the sign for adventure. Do you want to try it with me? Perfect. So we're going to move our hand up here, make the letter V. You see it right here? Scrunch it down and move it in a circle. Now we have adventure. I bet you go on a lot of adventures when it's springtime. All right, now we have one more sign today, and it is our sixth sign. This is my favorite animal, and we really see a lot of these animals when it's springtime. Our sixth sign is a bunny. Now we get to make bunny ears. We get to start off with the letter H in sign language. So we have our bunny ears right here with our pointer finger and our middle finger sticking together. So if we flip it like this, we have long bunny ears. We bring them up to our head and we move them just like a bunny. Do you want to try it with me? All right, we bring our hands up, we move them to our head, and they move back and forth just like a bunny's does. You're really good at this. Since this is my favorite animal, I think we should do it one more time together. All right, let's move it up and move our fingers back and forth, and we have bunny. Great job, everyone. We just learned 6 brand new signs today. You did a fantastic job, and I cannot wait to sign with you again.